difficult to predict what is going to happen from here on in because, as you mentioned, there are still some unknowns in terms of, ongoing COVID-19 restrictions. Are there going to be more illnesses? What does the vaccine look like? What impact is that going to have on the market? Is it easy or hard to predict what's going to happen because there's so many of these balls in the air?
I think it's easier to predict now. It's like a constipated person. He's finally
this is an interesting analogy.
He's finally relieved and he's back to normal. And that's what we just went through. We just went through a market that it just was constipated at the beginning of the year and then it just went crazy. And now we're back to normal. And I think we'll be back to a normal market into the new year. Housing prices are still going to climb, moderately, but I truly feel that now I can actually, work out the numbers where I think it's going to happen, and there's a certain time window when to put your house up for sale, so you don't miss that spring market next year. And I will, in the newsletter when I put that out, we'll discuss it on the radio, and also in the newsletter we're going to write a nice little note about that, so that when people know that if they're planning on selling in the new year, there's a time to sell, especially and right now, I mean, like. You could sell now because the inventory is low, and also on the buyer side, I mean, the market is strong, but they're not going to deal with as much competition. So, the buyers out there are true buyers, and the sellers out there are true sellers. So you got two people that are serious, and they can work out a deal without having so much competition. It's difficult. Like we couldn't predict any of this that happened this year, but I've got a feeling it'll be more of a normal market next year.
At the beginning of COVID, we had no idea where our real estate prices and where our real estate market was going to go. And we had that big CMHC prediction that sales were going to fall by, prices were going to fall by 17%. And there was a lot of fear in the market, but looking back at the numbers as of this year alone, it showed absolutely no indication that our real estate market was affected by any COVID or any of the current pandemic that we're in. And I think going into what we want to call our spring market of next year, I think we're going to do record numbers again. And I think as we get into the later stages of the pandemic, that whether it's another lockdown or what have you, I think there's a lot of people out there that would like to live in a home that fits their lifestyle of a work and play at home lifestyle, whether it's a pool or a home office or a home gym or a theater room or a games room. There's a lot of people still in the market looking for those things. And like we said before, and like we've talked about, there's still going to be that premium on homes with pools and homes with that extra office space. And we continue to see GTA buyers flee and come and buy in Hamilton, Niagara, Brantford, and those types of areas, and just looking for that alternative lifestyle that fits their current situation in terms of how they're living their life due to the pandemic.